All right, so I'm looking at your guy. I really like the design. I think it's very cute. But there are some issues. I noticed that when I clicked on him, see how the geometry looks weird? And the reason being is there's actually multiple models on top of each other. And that was actually inside of Mudbox as well. Basically what happened is that when you did the retopology and you did the tessellation and stuff, it made a new version each time. And for whatever reason, it also exported those versions here. They're also visible in the original. So I'm just going to remove them, and I just wanted to see how you do it. So if you look, I can try to move the model, and you'll see it's all one piece, right? So basically, it's combined. What we want to do is just separate. So you go to, make sure you're in modeling, and you go to mesh, and then separate. And any piece of geometry that's not combined, like merged through components, will be separated. So now when I click on it, I'm just going to click on it, and when I push this over, see how this was on top of that. And this is basically, this is actually good looking geometry. It's just its tries. But other than that, it's nice and even, but that's not the one you want anyways, because you do have a quad version. So I'm just going to move that over and delete it. I'm going to click again, and I'm going to move this one over. And this looks like more probably the tessellated version, but you can see definitely has extra geometry down there. I'll hit delete. And then when I click on this one, I'm just again going to pull it over. That one looks fine, and this one looks fine. So let's see. Is there any problem? I don't see a problem with either one, to be honest. So I guess I'll delete that. Click on it again, move it over. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to click on this one, move that over. Oh, actually, I didn't separate. I don't think. So mesh, separate, make sure there's nothing. I don't know if there's stuff. Yeah, see? So there is extras in there. Okay, so for whatever reason, there's like one extra of everything. Let's see, pull that off, delete, and pull that over. Okay, that's fine. This will probably have the same issue. It sure does. And that's fine. Okay, the hat's a bit different. So if I click on this, I'm going to move this over. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not separate. So we're going to do mesh separate again. Mesh separate. And you'll see it's actually made up of a bunch of pieces. And you really don't want that. It's not a good way of working. So I'm going to grab this one and delete that. And then we'll grab that one and delete it. I'm assuming that this was probably your base geometry that you worked up, because it looks like a sphere basically. And then there's another one here, and delete that. And then we have this one, and yeah, this one seems to have the most detail. It is tessellated, but it's not really that big of a deal. I would just say that's fine. I already did try to put materials on it, and the materials applied fine. So there's UVs on this. If I go to UV editor, you'll see the UVs are totally, they're fine. So you can just go ahead and leave that. Let me just double check this guy's UVs. Yeah, he's also good. So you're all good on that. So that's not really that big of a deal. So yeah, you did a good job with the UVs too. All right, so yeah, that's basically it. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna save this, and then I'm gonna send this file and this video to you, just so you can see what I did, and this guy would be ready to start rigging.